Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of my series on encoded storage tech. The first episode was about encoded bulk, so this episode is about encoded chest haul. This is a chest haul I have wired over the past couple days. It is 8 items per slice, with display blocks for every slice, and the UI is relatively nice aside from this massive gap between the second and third chests. Now, although this haul was wired for demonstration purposes, this has pretty much all the logic needed to be used in a full system. But first, why would you want an encoded chest haul? Well, when you look at this filter-based chest haul, it's obviously a lot simpler to sort items into here as there are item filters built into the slice. However, encoded chest hauls allow for a lot more features due to the fact that it's very easy to get a comparator readout from every chest. Encoded chest hauls also allow you to use your chest haul as a multi-item sorter, so you can sort multiple item types into each of these chests. This demonstration haul is using the comparator readouts for overflow protection rather than anything super special, and the reason why is because the logic is extremely simple to wire, and is arguably the best way to use the readouts in a practical manner. Another massive benefit of encoded chest hauls is lag. Now we see this filter-based chest haul designed by Bipim has 22 hoppers per slice, which is a lot more than the 8 hoppers per slice required here. Furthermore, only one slice in an encoded chest haul has to be unlocked at any time, which means that only 8 hoppers in your chest haul will be unlocked at a time. However, compared to this, there will be hundreds or even thousands of unlocked hoppers in your storage while it is sorting items. So, let's test this, shall we? Now, I have 3 different shulker boxes in my inventory. I have a shulker box with 1 stack of stone, a shulker box with 5 stacks of stone, and a completely full shulker box. Now, the first thing we're going to do is unlock the chest we want to sort into. So let's say we wanted to sort into this chest. We would have to unlock slice 2. So we can do that by going down to the decoder and unlocking slice by inputting the binary code for the slice and then selecting which side to unlock. So we need to unlock this side, and now you will see that the hoppers in this slice are unlocked and the comparators are taking their readouts. Now we need to input the comparator readout that we want. In this case, we are sorting into chest 2. So we will input 2, and now you will see we will be able to get a readout from chest 2. And we can show that by turning on the readouts. Now you will see we only get a readout from chest 2. So let's start by putting 1 stack of items into the system. Like that. Now you will see our items are being unloaded and they will end up in the chest. There they are. So now if we wait a little bit, we end up with all 64 items. But what happens if you put a full shulker box inside the system? Well, it's not actually going to unload it. Instead, it's going to send the box directly to the haul. So we can show that by throwing it into the input. You will see it just gets broken and ejected into the input. That is going to end up in the chest in seconds. And there it is. Here is a full shulker box. Now, this chest has overflow protection, so if we fill it up to signal strength 14, and then we put any amount of items in it, say even just a stack of stone, it won't even let it go into the unloader. However, this also applies to a chest reaching signal strength 14 while items are unloading into it. So if we were to take a few items out and input a few stacks of stone, items start getting unloaded, and we should see in a few seconds, chest has now reached signal strength 14. And we go down here, this comes with the edge case of 1 item getting buffered in this hopper, but it's a very simple fix. All you have to do is click this note block. Now the item gets ejected. That item should come in any second now. There it is. So now that we've demonstrated the chest, explain how it works. So first of all, the chest hole runs off this unloader here, designed by me and Bolly a few months ago. It's only 3 blocks wide, which is incredibly small. And while it's quite tall, that doesn't really matter for any use case where this is actually needed. There's also this modification to make it 3 blocks wide and tileable, which allows it to be configured like this for setups like matrix halls with parallel lines, which I will explain in a different video. Now, this unloader does a few things. First of all, it is fully hopper locked through one global line. Secondly, it obviously unloads items. And it is compatible with comparator readouts through hard powering this block here. So if we turn on the readout, the unloading box gets ejected, and when we turn it off, end up with the last item getting unloaded. Now, this unloader also has the extra feature of automatically ejecting full boxes into the output. So if we input a full box, see it immediately gets sent in to be sent to the hall. Now, as always, I will be leaving a world download and a schematic in the description as well as in the Quasar Discord. Thank you for watching and goodbye.